let's see if I can do this correctly here. This is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to show you the map of where we're going, where we're starting and where we're going, and get into a couple of different things here. The question came across with going 400 miles a day or going 770 miles a day, or whatever people keep saying they're traveling per day. So let's do the math here and show you where the math points things at. Okay, not saying the math is 100% accurate, but not saying no that people are traveling 770 miles a day and doing it wisely. Okay, the average person's usually traveling about 500 miles to 600 miles, and that's fine and dandy for them. For me and my wife, we travel under certain requirements. As you're looking here, we are going to Silverdale, Washington up here. Okay, and of course we're going to start off over here at the Queen Bee storage unit. And as you can see here, we have one route that's 2,221 miles, one route that's 2,207 miles, and a route that's 2,228 miles. The paperwork that we're allocated tells us that we can go 2217. Okay, so yeah, this would be the closest one to it, which is probably the way that we'll probably go. Well, correction, we'll probably go this way, the 2221 here. I hate traveling up through Wisconsin to go out here to this area, so I will go this direction all the way over to Iowa and up 380 to 20 and 20 right up to 29 and continue on there. The indications that you see on this map are places that we've stayed at and we've marked are good rest areas, whereas we didn't have a lot of sound from truck drivers. You didn't have to park with the truck drivers. You could park in a different designated area, or you could park in the actual car parking area because they had plentiful car parking. So that's what these little indications are rest areas on a lot of them, visitor centers, things such as that. Places that we've stayed that we've marked, so we know that we can get to this spot and we'll be good here or there. But as you can see on this route, there's only one, and that's this one. So we're going to have to actually put a few more in here if we plan on taking this route out. We don't go to Washington State that often, but we have been out there, I think, 3 times since we started this, going on 2 years now. Well, we're at 20 months now, 21 months, correction, 21 months doing this. So we have not been out there but 3 times. Been to Oregon only once. Been to Idaho probably 4 times. So we've gone to Calgary, Canada 6 times maybe. I can't remember now. Lost count. But yeah, it's more than one more than what a hand can count, so therefore I lose count. Whatever you want to make jokes of there. But yeah, so we'll be going out there. So let's do the calculations here. If we was to go over here and let's say 2217, it's the calculation we're going to do. Miles to go. All right. And what's our average speed? Well, let's go take a look at something. Let's talk about that. Where is it here? Here we go. On the Defoniac Springs, I posted a video in reference to the Garmin. It'll give you what your average speed is when moving. So on here, it shows my moving speed is 55 miles an hour. My overall speed of that trip of 8 hours and 30 minutes was only 34 miles an hour. That's because of stopping for lunch, stopping for gas, fuel, stopping for pee breaks. No, I mean, we are up there in age, so we do have to stop to pee every once in a while, a little bit more often than others sometimes. So you're looking at a stop of every 2 hours, 3 hours. that we're going to make. So when you look at it all, the overall, you're looking at 34 miles an hour is what it did the calculations. Now, if you go back and listen to this video, you'll note that we had cruise control set between 64 and 66 miles an hour. Here, we weren't going above the 65 mile an hour limit that we were told in actual terms, because with setting cruise control at 66 miles an hour, my speed was only at 65 according to GPS. Even though the cruise control said 66, but GPS on the Garmin, GPS on the Waze, GPS on the Google all had it at 65. And yeah, so your speedometer could be off by a mile or so. But yeah, we came across and had cruise control set at 66, and this was our average speed. So when people say, yeah, I'm doing 65 miles an hour, that means I'm going to go 65 miles in 1 hour. Well, not really. You will if that's your continuous speed, but if you stop, that's not your continuous speed anymore. Your continuous speed happens to be what your average is over the time of start to the finish point, which means that all those stops you made in between calculated to that. So yeah, I won't calculate my mileage at 34 miles an hour, and I'm also not going to calculate at 55. I've learned that I can actually do my calculations and literally in between there at 50 miles an hour, and usually I come up really good on that. So if we was to go back over here to here and say the 50 miles an hour average speed, okay, and now we take that and we'll take and divide 22 by 17, 17 divide by 50 equals 44.34, I think. That's what it looks like. So you're looking at 44 hours is the minimum it's going to take to drive. And if that's driving straight there with all the stops and so forth, not including your 8-hour or 10-hour break period, let me rephrase that, your 10-hour break period that you've got to have between shutdown and restart the following day. So there's 44 hours of drive time. All right. So, and 44 hours is 4 hours over a regular work week. So you're looking at taking that and dividing it out. Well, okay. Let's talk about that division out. We're in a time to where it says no driving for driveaways. Okay, you tow-away people can do as you wish. And I even know a few of you that actually live by the same rule, that you don't drive during the dark as much either. So therefore, you've got to remember your sunset time is a little bit lower than your normal, and your sunrise time is a little later than your normal. So let's go take a look. Okay, in Wakarusa, and I'm going off of today's. This is Wakarusa. Yep, Wakarusa here. This is Weather Underground. I can come over here and scroll down, and sunrise was at 7:35 this morning. So the sun didn't come out until 7:35. Now, our alarm goes off at 7 o'clock. However, we also live under the rule that we won't get on the road until after sun has come out for at least 30 to 45 minutes or even an hour. So if sunrise is at 7:35, we'll probably not get out on the road until 8 o'clock. Okay. Temperature's not cold enough for freezing, so we're not worried about the black ice scenario as much. But just in case the weather's bad, it all depends on what we do from there. But yeah, we will not probably hit the road until 8 o'clock, so we round up to 8. Well, sunset is at 5:25. Well, if this was the area we were traveling to at sunset at 5:25, I can pretty well tell you that we're probably going to be stopping somewhere around 5 o'clock. Okay. So that way we're not dealing with as the sun goes down and blinding lights and things like that. And yet 5 o'clock, that sun's still going to be low enough it will be shining into our eyes as we're traveling west. So we may even stop an hour before that at 4 o'clock. But we'll go with the 5 o'clock right this moment. So just between 8 o'clock and 5 o'clock is drive time. So if we go back over here to this guy here and let's see here. Go in here and say 8 hours. Okay, let me do this. 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. equals 9 hours. Okay, now if we go back over here and take a look at this thing and say, okay, there's an hour and 17 minutes of stop time. Remember what I said, lunchtime and your capabilities of going to pee. No, all those things calculate. Going to get that honey bun, snack product, and so forth. So you got to minus an hour out of that. So you got 8 hours of travel time. What does that mean? That means that you take 8 hours and you times that by 50 miles an hour. Let's see here. Let's do this right here. 8 hours and 50 miles an hour. And that comes up to 400 miles traveled in a day. Simple, right? I don't know why so many people make this harder than what it really is, but there you are, 400 miles traveled. Okay, let me go back in there. So 400 miles a day. 400 miles travel a day. Well, 400 miles goes into 2217. How many times? Forget that one. Let's see here. 2217 divided by 400 equals 5.5 days. So you got 5.5 days travel. That is your minimum. Now, can you get there faster than that? Yes. Are you going to get there faster than that? Possibly. But there's what you're looking at. And just so you can understand something, we did this off of 8 hours. Let's go back over and take a look at something. As I said, here's Wakarusa. There's 8 hours there. As we travel out, we're going to get to Rapid City. Rapid City sunrise was at 6:50 this morning. Our alarm goes off at 8. We'll probably still not get on the road until, our alarm goes off at 7. We probably will not get on the road until 8. But 4:27. So that would be 8 to 4. Okay. Once again, 8 to 4. That's going to be what? Only 8 hours? 7 hours, and then minus out the hour. So that means you're down to 7 hours. Okay. 7 hours at 50 miles an hour. No, is only 350 miles a day. What does that 2217 divide by 350 say? That's 6 3/4 day. Okay. So you see how this is changing as time goes on and as you get closer and you pay attention to the time that you have to travel. Oh, we haven't even calculated wind speeds or wind or anything to that effect. And yeah, so no, very true. It's only showing winds today. No, today it's supposed to rain out there also. And this was, what is this? This is Billings, Montana. And sunrise at 7:16. Once again, get on the road at 8. Sunset at 4:44. Probably stop at 4 o'clock. There's another short day. These are the things you have to calculate. Now this one goes a little bit longer. 7:41 in the morning to 5:02. Once again, 8 to 5. But 5 would be pushing it. But still, it could be done. So this is what you're looking at. Now, as far as safe driving, these are the calculations you have to do. And this is 35 degrees, so this means that you may be looking at the black ice, okay, and doing those calculations, all right, and really paying attention to what you have out there. 10-day forecast out here. If we was to leave today, we'd be out there about the time it's raining and snowing, and as you can see, no, it's planning on that for Sunday, so no, we'd be getting out there somewhere right after Sunday or right during the ending of Sunday. I'm not sure. I have to do the calculations there, how many miles that is. But, okay, that gives you an idea. What I actually look at when I look at this forecast is not that. I look at, let's see here, where is it? Yeah, down here. 10 miles an hour. So you're looking at 10 miles an hour winds on Sunday. Most of the other days we're dropping down to 5. So looks like on a 10-day forecast we're looking good for that area. Okay, if we come back over here to Billings, look at its 10-day. All right, so we got some 17, 18 mile an hour winds. This is where me and Dawn also get cautious when it gets up above 20. Okay, that's when we start looking at places to pull over and slow down and possibly just do short runs between 2 points, so it's not as bad compared to saying we got to travel 400 miles in a day. No, see here we've got, no, this is Rapid City coming out on Monday. They're going to have 20 miles an hour winds up here from what we can tell. So these are the things that we pay attention to a lot, and it actually gives you an indication that they're going to be having some strong winds up in that area on Monday. Okay, so this is how we drive. This is what we make our determinations from. No, I know some of you guys, you just get in the unit and start driving and say, I'll deal with it when I get there. Well, that's true, but if you can plan out and say, okay, let's leave a day later, and that way we'll be past a lot of stuff, then it helps. Okay, so there's our calculations as far as that's concerned. This will be our trip going to Silverdale, Washington, and that should do it. Let's see here. Yeah, it's going to be 5 to 6 days minimum getting out there. All right, peace, love, and jelly beans, people. If you like, dislike, like again, and subscribe, and notifications bell. Let's see here. I can actually go over there today. Yep, I can go right there to right there. Yep, scroll down here. See this little subscribe button there? There you go. You like that button right there? Yep, that one right there. And there's a notification bell somewhere along here. Where that notifications bell at? Nope, that wasn't it. All right. Well, in either case, there you go. All right. Peace, love, and jelly beans, people.